Could have been that she curved you or dry texted you and then popped up out of nowhere. And then when she popped up out of nowhere, the brutal truth about liking her more is gonna come with so much confusion, because you're gonna think like, well, should I not like her at all? Should I not show anything? And then now I have to, and it's the back and forth, and it's gonna ultimately sometimes lead to games and things that you just don't want to deal with. And let me just give you a huge reason why right now is because it's gonna become extremely draining. And something that's actually the brutal truth about all of this is that your attraction is gonna ultimately go down in so many different ways. It really depends on like how already does she look at you, where does she rate you, does she feel like you're physically attractive, does she actually get along with you, do you guys have things in common and chemistry and all these other things that I'll break down throughout this video. If you haven't given this video a big thumbs up though, make sure you go ahead and do so. And of course, don't forget to be subscribed with your post notification on, and of course leave your comments down below. I feel like it helps out other fellas that are going through similar stuff, or it actually just informs fellas what to do. And simply just if you want help, I like to go ahead and help you guys throughout the comment section. And so let's get into this topic of the brutal truth of going ahead and liking her more. So first things first,
ignoring, or if there's other stuff that you have going on, it could be about anything self-improvement, back to dating. Consultations are available for that. Book your consultation. Let's get on the line and talk about what's going on with you. Click that link after this video.
Sleep affirmations so you could become that powerful man, and it is recorded in my voice, and I give you the strongest affirmations to overall become that man and subconsciously become powerful. So let's get into these books. Get a track woman you want, get her to miss you, along with secrets to winning her over, and it tells you about cold approaching. It tells you my personal stories, and if you're trying to up your game in the dating game, these books are going to be perfect for that, and you could get it all in a bundle deal. Make sure you click the link. Is that you have to ask yourself, like, is it worth liking her more? Like, does it add up to like her more? What position are you currently at with her? Meaning that, are you in the beginning stage? Are you guys very serious, long-term, short-term, a thing, situationship, entanglement? What is it? You should be figuring it out based off of how you guys been dealing with each other, and also based off of how this relationship been being maintained. Because you might think in your head that you guys should be extremely serious, or you might think that like, wow, she actually spent the night with me, or oh wow, she went on the 5th date with me after what did she do the other day. It could have been that she curved you or dry texted you and then popped up out of nowhere. And then when she popped up out of nowhere, this is just an example, and there's going to be similar situation or the exact situation, but when she popped up out of nowhere, what then happened? She hit you with a, hey, like I missed you, or hey, it's been a while since we talked. And what was your response like? Oh, same, I missed you too, or yeah, I just was thinking about you. Don't do that, because if you think it's not showing that you like her and then leading on to liking her more, it's showing that. It shows that you're also waiting around. That's a different topic in itself. That's why y'all gotta let me know if you want the part 2s, other types of videos that y'all want to see. Now back to my point though. Once you've done that, it's clear as day. There is no BSing around it. Think about it. How could you? You can't, because it's showing to her that you want her. It's showing that you've been back to waiting around. But the thing about it is that, why are you acting that way if you know what it is with her? Don't be in denial phase of trying to convince yourself that it's different. Another issue, and comment down below if you've dealt with this, or you feel like you go through it, or there's other struggles that you just feel like is really hard to overcome. But another issue is making excuses for her. So that's another form of liking her more. And the brutal truth of that is that it's gonna show, yes, you're not as attractive, but this is something that's so important to never forget, that you're weak. So just the simple facts of it is that, why are you feeling the need to go ahead and actually make up something that makes her look better? Or if she's telling you the excuses, playing along with it, and if you're not playing along with it, some of y'all are for real believing it, which is actually even more dangerous, because what you're doing to yourself is lying and covering up for her. And then what that leads to is that misery, pretty much. I was gonna find an easier way to say it, but let's just say it the way it is, right? That's as simple as that, because now you're gonna find ways that you're gonna have to make excuses constantly, and there's no truth bringing back to the relationship or whatever you have going on. And it's gonna be like, let's put it like this as well, it's gonna be living in a lie. And you know how people fantasize and wish this type of way with somebody and want this type of relationship? You're gonna be in the fantasy mode with her, like, oh my gosh, it could be like this with her, or oh wow, after I lied and covered up for her, oh, she just hugged me longer and she gave me the time of the day. You do not want that for yourself. Think about it right now. Like, how does that make you feel? Do you feel like it lets you be a man? Does it feel like you're the one that's leading, or you're getting what you deserve? disturbed? Does it feel like it's making you get out of character, or is it making you feel like you're out of place? What does it really make you feel? Like, are you being in denial to say that, well, it might be true, but I don't want to take in the truth of it? Like, how else can I tell y'all? It's brutally true that it looks that bad. And if you feel like you have to keep doing it because you're attached, you're going to suffer, not only in the meantime, but comment down below what I'm about to say. Are self-improving in the process. This is so serious. This is why I have a whole no contact guide and journal available. Y'all could go ahead and purchase it. If you need somewhere to start off, then you need all the breakdowns, all the insight, the information, and I have structure in there. Help you, prompts, things that will tell you you got this, but it'll give you also reasons why. And I have stories in there that tells you why no contact has worked for people. All types of stuff. It's so detailed, y'all. That's how much information I make sure to put in there. Step up no contact, or if you need somewhere to start and you need something to help you, this is like me guiding you as you go through no contact. That's how I customized it for y'all. So you can check that out by clicking the link down below. See what you could do with no contact, how far you could do it. Just learn everything, have the guidance and accountability partner. Although I'm not actually there, you'll feel that sense from this journal and guide. In the long haul, in the long time, in the back to when it's been 2-3 years, or let's even say when it's been months, because some of y'all are loving her so much and sometimes it feels like it's going by fast, like the time, especially when you go through the ups and downs and the roller coasters and you've seen so many different sides of her. Anyways, long story short is that you're not going to be able to avoid it. The brutal truth will always come out. There is no hiding it. How many of y'all are out here just simply trying to, back to covering up, but trying to make it be something that it's not? Now, I want to wrap up this video with something truly so important. And this is all about when you actually now take in what the truth is, which is the brutal truth of liking her more is what? Not helpful. It makes you look less attractive, all the other stuff that I've named and mentioned in this video. What then happens is that you can see a different side of things. That means you get to see actually, oh wow, I get way more. I have plenty of videos out here that I've talked about how when you stop doing this, you end up getting this. And then when you also pull back, you get this. When space really matters and you put it into place, you also see this. When you've always settled for less with her, now you ultimately get the best of her, or even just simply get a little bit more. Of course, breadcrumbing and other things that I mentioned in my other videos, I'll always bring up, but just to kind of keep the focus on how you want to actually analyze, take in, accept the truth of the matter with this girl, you have to look at it once more for what it is. If there is no good, happy ending, and remember, obviously, there's going to be the imperfections when it comes to it. There's going to be flaws. There's going to be times where the downfall is going to reoccur multiple times, frustrating. Is there going to be an end? Sometimes it really feels that way. But when you know it's sincere and genuine, that's a different story. But when you know it's just covering up and adding a bandage on top of a bruise that's way too bad, way too damaged, way too split up, way too just bruised up, right? It's not going to be at least covered all the way, and also it's not going to help. It's not going to do nothing but more so cover it up. And even if it does help a little bit, it's not going to keep it where it needs to be. Meaning that there's always going to be underneath the problems. There's always going to be damage done, and it's always going to be you go through the same problems until you learn with her. Now, if you guys are experiencing anything similar, like I said, comment in the comments section. If you guys have any questions or want part 2s, let me know. How do you personally feel about this video so far? And also, do you just feel like this is something that happens so much in the modern day? So I'll lastly leave you with, when it comes to the brutal truth, don't run away from it. Acknowledge it, and it's going to be easier to get through it. Breakdowns, all the insight, the information, and I have